competition and validation of their abilities. It's the type of tournament that will indeed change your life.
You're looking for those challenges, and you're looking for those targets. And the one thing that...
Oh, lead right uppercut lands for Ягшымырадов.
One thing the tournament does, it gives you that target from the beginning.
So Ягшымырадov targeted Anderson's face.
Nice.
Calf kick to the lead leg of Anderson. Anderson trying to return the favor. And it gone in the first round. And the winner of this fight will meet Ryan Bader, who is with us tonight here at the Mohegan Sun Arena.
He's just 10 on 10, Corey.
Nice touch by Corey Anderson, just working and getting the range.
Nice.
You get a guy like Ягшымырадов who moves so much in the fight. You have to be able to be nice and calm and just wait for those moments where that comes into your range and you fire.
Anderson has split a pair of fights with UFC light heavyweight champion Jan Blachowicz, and now wanting to become a Bellator MMA champion for the first time, but needs to get past Ягшымырадов here in the quarterfinals. The winner will face Bader in the semifinals, and then of course in our main event tonight, Vadim Nemkov, newly minted as the 205-pound champion, defending the title for the first time against Phil Davis, looking to become the first ever Bellator MMA two-time light heavyweight champion. That's a rematch. Anderson back to the center of the cage.
There's that right hand that Ягшымырадов will throw so often and so violently. That's what Corey has to be careful of. That's why Ryan Bader was talking. You got to move to your right because you want to be able to take some of the power off of that shot and make it have even more distance.
And Anderson running out of space, looking for that takedown, defended well by Ягшымырадov along the fence, midpoint of the first frame.
This, as far as a tactic for Corey Anderson, is really smart because Corey does have a huge gas tank. He is a cardio monster. He doesn't get tired in fights. So make Ягшымырадov carry your weight, make him have to use his arms to pummel inside, to control you. All of that will pay dividends as this fight goes on, especially since it's 5 rounds. Nice knee to the inside by Corey.
Nice short right uppercut again as Ягшымырадov really wants to establish that right uppercut. These two made their professional MMA debuts a year apart. Ягшымырадov in March of 2012, Anderson in March of 2013, and on the exit, that right uppercut again by Ягшымыradov.
But it missed. The one thing, if you were looking at that clinch work against the cage, the head positioning of Corey Anderson was key in what he was doing.
We've talked about the head games that Anderson plays with himself, John, believing in himself more, and now, of course, a father for the second time, knowing the opportunity that awaits him here in this tournament. He has all the tools to win it. Every fighter in this tournament had the tools to win it coming in.
Absolutely. Nice counter strike by Corey. Довлетджан going after that big right hand again. He needs to set that thing up.
Nice.
Under a minute remaining here in the opening round. Both of them going for the kick. High kick just missing for Anderson.
Nice kick.
That right there is exactly what you want to see from Corey. Straight jab right down, followed by a straight right cross. Just keep those shots clean, right down the middle. They're going to get there fast.
Final 30 seconds of a tactical start again. High stakes. Collecting that all-important data. You can pick up on any tells that you may have studied on tape. There's a spinning heel kick.
Knocked Corey. Did not land clean, but it definitely rattled him a little bit. You can see that Corey felt that.
And Ягшымырадov, man, really winding up with that right hand. All right, let's bring it.
Second round. Ready to fight. Ready to fight. Let's go.
Bell round 2 scheduled for 5 in the light heavyweight world Grand Prix quarterfinals. And Ягшымырадov kicks off the second round with a kick to the lead leg of Anderson. Ягшымыradov definitely not taken aback by the magnitude of the moment, or the spotlight. Came in here very calm, cool, and collected, and has gone about his business, John.
Gone about his business. That was a very nice kick to the body. You see Yags sitting there tapping it like, oh, go ahead, hit it again. That just tells you, oh yeah, it landed and I felt it.
Anderson looking to secure the takedown. The unofficial scorecard belongs to Big John. McCarthy gave the opening round to Anderson, who's looking for the takedown. Well defended by Ягшымырадов.
Very well defended. The reason for that 10-9 to Anderson is he landed the bigger shots during the round. Even though Ягшымырадov had probably the biggest shot with that kick, it was the volume that Anderson was able to put on it. Again, look at the head position, Morrow. That is so important in this position against the cage. When you are using that head as a third arm and making your opponent have to move their head side to side, it weakens their ability to fight against you.
And I got to say, Anderson, when it comes to studying tape, man, this guy knows how to break it down. He says he studies his opponent's footage to the point where he knows what they're going to do, because they always give certain tells. We talked about that in the opening round, but just talking to him about fighting, he has a high fight IQ.
Very high fight IQ. He's super smart about everything that's going on in the cage. He knows exactly where he wants to go with the fight. He just has to go out and execute.
And our bantamweight champion, Juan Archuleta, he's enjoying the proceedings here tonight at Bellator 257. He is getting ready to defend his title against Sergio Pettis. That's coming up in the month of May, as Bellator MMA maintaining an incredible pace here, and the pace beginning to pick up here between Anderson and Ягшымырадов.
Very nice movement, good head movement by Corey. Nice feints.
Stiff jab by Anderson.
Ягшымырадov, when he's planting his feet, you notice he's staying kind of still. There's no head movement. That's giving Corey the ability to kind of tee off on it.
Lead right hand by Anderson.
Behind the line, behind the line, here you go.
I love how calm Ягшымырадov is. This is exactly the way he was when I was refereeing. I mean, he was out there. It was almost like he was falling asleep at one point, and then he exploded. I'm like, man, this guy he's just relaxed in the cage.
Remember another guy. It always looked like he was just getting out of bed, and then boom.
Him and Gegard.
Yeah, get down to business. Oh, what a right hand by Ягшымырадov. And his right hand, as Anderson changes levels. But again, Ягшымырадov able to defend the takedown with the underhook, as Anderson, wide base being employed by Ягшымырадov.
He's digging that underhook. It's a nice job by Ягшымырадov to defend. Corey now switching to the single leg. He wants to run that fight, turn him out. This is where these guys coming from places like Uzbekistan, Russia, they're so good in the wrestling game. They're very difficult to take down. Nice job by Corey Anderson to get the fight there.
Anderson telling us he's always prepared to take his opponent down, because that's what he's good at, and it's been a struggle, but he did secure the takedown against Ягшымырадov. Final minute of the second in full mount. Ground and pound here, an opportunity for Anderson, as of course Ягшымырадov just keeping himself as close to Anderson's body as possible, trying to maybe force a stand-up.
Really nice job by Corey, taking his leg, bringing it up. What he's doing is he's extending those arms. Since Yags is trying to pull him close, he just needs to start opening up, frame that head against big shots with the elbows.
Nasty elbow attack from Corey Anderson with the ground and pound, and again, Ягшымырадov trying to close the distance, as Anderson just focusing on delivering as many punishing strikes as possible in order to try to get this fight stopped here in the second round, but there's only 10 seconds left. Anderson with another nasty elbow.
Big shots. That's why you're seeing Yags starting to move right now.
And Ягшымырадov surviving that storm of strikes.
Third round. Ready to fight. Ready to fight. Let's go.
Bell goes to begin round 3 again. Corey Anderson with the red tape around his Grand Prix gloves, while Ягшымырадov making his first appearance in a Bellator MMA cage with the blue tape around his gloves, and Anderson bringing the fight to Ягшымыradov here in round 3.
Corey really starting to open it up. Go back to those keys to victory when I said he needs to use the full arsenal of MMA tools that he has. That's what he's doing right now in the cage.
Anderson changes levels again, looking for the takedown. And again, Ягшымырадов, well, trying to make it difficult for him. Not as difficult that time around, John.
Beautiful job of sliding that leg out, hooking his leg behind it, and just pulling him down. This is what makes Corey Anderson so vicious when he gets people down. He has got great body positioning. He's able to trap the arm like he is right now.
Left hand in front of his face.
And as we've seen in his victory over Manhoef and what he did in that last round, his elbows are vicious.
Yes,
able to stop Melvin Manhoef, the veteran striker with elbows and punches at Bellator 251. That stoppage came in the second round. Here he's trying to do the same thing to Ягшымырадов in the third round.
He's controlling that right arm of Ягшымырадov with that lace. He'd like to pull it back a little bit if he could, or drive Yags forward. Exactly what he just did. Now he's getting back to the mount position.
Inside 90s. Keep that staple for it.
A lot of time on the clock.
Mount, ground and pound. Ягшымырадov trying to stave off this attack, now forced to give up his back. Anderson is riding Ягшымыradov, dropping those nasty elbows.
Corey just needs to be very smart, target his area, and hit it with power.
Anderson seeking his 7th knockout win, looking to deliver that patented ground and pound. Ягшымыradov